Hello everyone and welcome to Newegg TV. My name is Paul and today we're very proud to be bringing you guys a first look and some detailed specs on some of the new 9 series motherboards from Gigabyte. So I'm here with the inimitable Colin Bricks. How's it going, Colin?
Good, good.
Excellent. Now,
nice to see you again.
Very nice to see you as well. We've talked with Colin before and I'm going to point this out to people. Colin he came from Taiwan like really recently, so he's doing a fantastic job today. We've already talked to a bunch of media. He's been dealing with lots of stuff all day, but gracious of you to talk with us.
So if I have any brain farts, I apologize.
No problem, no problem. We're totally accustomed to them on Newegg TV. But the 9 series of motherboards. Let me give the very highest level details first. New Z97 chipset.
Correct.
And we also have H97 as well as some other ones that are coming out at the same time. This is going to be compatible with existing Haswell processors. We also have some forthcoming processors in the future that we're looking forward to, and we're not even totally sure if we can say all the details about those. But there will be more processors as well.
So the refresh Haswells come out, and none of them are unlocked.
Okay.
So they'll have a new SKU that will be unlocked, and they're going to have marketing name, branding for that. So definitely, it'll be interesting to see how that one performs.
Okay, so new processors based on Haswell that will be unlocked that you can drop into these motherboards. And then we're also told that next generation, talking 5th generation, will also be compatible with these boards. So these are going to have some long legs.
Yeah, so the value for 9 series is obviously it's going to be have some longevity. So if you plan on maybe looking at 5th generation CPUs in the future, this will be the only platform that supports. So 4th and 5th generation. So one of those bridging platforms.
Excellent. So there's some new technology integrated onto these boards. It's pretty exciting. But we're going to start off with this set of beautiful red and black motherboards in the front. Now we have 4 segments or 4 different series of motherboards, if series is a word, that are coming out from Gigabyte. We're going to start with the G1 series. This is the gaming series in the front. Now first off, obviously, new color scheme, red and black.
Yeah, so obviously they look different. We've rebranded our gaming boards because we wanted to, refocus on what's important for gaming. So, different people play different games. All throughout the world, there's different types of games. So we kind of wanted to brand our new G1 to align with that. So, a lot of the same features that we've had before, a lot of features that are dedicated towards gamers, like great LAN, great audio. But again, new look and feel. So now we're using red and black. So now everybody's got red and black.
Everyone's got red and black.
And obviously we have the new I logo as well. So this I logo you guys will probably recognize from our VGA cards.
Okay.
So we're trying to align our different product groups at Gigabyte. Gaming, we're aligning with motherboards, VGA. Maybe in the future we might do even more alignment with notebooks and keyboards and mice and.
Excellent. So if you weren't already aware, Gigabyte makes both motherboards and graphics cards, and now they're sort of tied together under the same family. Now, as far as feature set goes here, we have, of course, a series going from the low end all the way up to the high end, depending on what type of game you are, what kind of budget you're working with. Now, speaking more towards the high end of these motherboards, if folks are looking for, say, a multi-graphics card configuration, you were mentioning earlier the gaming series is the way to go with that.
Yeah, so at the very high end, these 2 boards right here, you can see this. Little guy right there is a PLX chip.
Okay.
So that allows us the extra bandwidth to do 4-way Crossfire, 4-way SLI.
And that is the Z97X Gaming GT board that we're looking at right there, by the way.
And the gaming G1 Wi-Fi as well.
Very nice. And then we also have the Z97X SLI right here. There's a Z97X 3, and there's a 5, and there's a 7.
Yes, 3, 5, 7.
And the bigger numbers are more features and probably a little bit more expensive as well.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So a pretty simple layout there. You were mentioning also in the meeting earlier a lot of attention to detail when it comes to audio with these motherboards.
Yeah, so we have several different SKUs of gaming motherboards this time, and we try to fit different sort of audio features on board. Some boards we're using the OP amp socket that we did last generation, so you can actually swap out your audio quality. We're also using Creative Soundcore 3D. That's a quad-core audio processor, as well as their software that they have. Some boards we're also using Realtek. That's the 115 dB SNR chip.
Okay.
And that'll bundle, some of the motherboards will also have creative software package with that. So a lot of different solutions depending on your needs. We've got, DAC ports to provide power to the DAC devices without, having noise issues.
Okay.
We've also got gain switches. We're using high-end Nichicon capacitors from Japan. So a lot of focus on the audio side.
Very nice. So tons of integrated support when it comes to integrated audio. The DAC up switch, just to give you guys more details on that. A lot of people are going with external DACs when it comes to audio solutions now. These are special USB 2.0 ports that you can actually switch the power off of. So you can have the data transfer but not the power, and that's to prevent any residual electricity or signal coming through there and messing with your audio signal.
So we actually did two ways. So the signaling from the power supply, it's its own independent signal. So it's not sharing it with any other components, so it's less noise. But some people say still by powering that, you're still having interference from the power. So you can even cut off the power if it's a self-powered DAC.
Very nice.
So.
All right, and then a couple other features from these boards, and this is more general Z97 gigabyte board features, but we're seeing M.2 ports, 10 gigabit per second, as well as SATA Express ports on the side. So we're looking at next generation storage, and for anybody who's been using SSDs for a few years now, they've kind of hit a wall when it comes to SATA Rev 3, so this is going to provide additional bandwidth for high-speed storage.
So yeah, so initially, this is just a prototype for the connector, but initially right now it's PC Gen 2, so you're going to get, like you said, up to 10 gigabits per second. So SATA 3 is 6 gigabit per second, so it's faster. The next revision spins will be faster because it'll be Gen 3.
Okay.
And this is just a cable, so you can kind of see the connector here. And obviously that's the device side, and then this is the motherboard side.
Excellent.
So 2 regular SATA plus the PCI Express lanes right here.
And then there's different implementations of that some will use 2 PCI Express lanes. Others in the future we're going to have 4 PCI Express lanes. So very exciting to be getting additional bandwidth.
So there's a lot of headroom in the technology. So
excellent. So just a little motherboard shuffle here so we can show you guys the other series of motherboards. I know you guys, I keep saying series, but the gaming is probably what our fans are going to be really interested in, but that's not all Gigabyte's all about. So let's start with the mainstream series of boards, the UD series Ultra Durable.
Yeah, so we've got an ultra-durable line of motherboards. Obviously, these are our bread and butter at our company. We sell a lot of ultra-durable motherboards. We've got a lot of different variety of boards with a lot of different types of features. But obviously, this guy is our UD5H, so this is one of the highest levels of our UD series.
Okay.
Ultra durable. Basically, Gigabyte for several years now has come out with this line of motherboards that we use top quality components. We're positioning these as being long-lasting, long lifespan motherboards.
Okay, and these are of course going to still be using the Z97 chipset. Going to feature a lot of that stuff that we already talked about with the gaming series of motherboards, such as the integration of SATA Express. We got the M.2 slot right here in the center, as you also might be noticing. And I'm noticing you've got another one of those right next to it. It's very similar, but this is actually another series. Which has a unique distinction. This is the Black Edition motherboards from Gigabyte, and you guys are doing something a little bit different with your Black Edition.
Yeah, so we're doing 3 different SKUs of Black Edition boards. This is a UD5H Black. We're doing a UD3H Black, and also a Gaming G1 Wi-Fi Black Edition.
So essentially, these two are the same motherboard, but what makes the Black Edition special?
Same exact motherboard, except the heatsink obviously looks different.
A little different color there.
But the difference is each of the Black Edition motherboards go through a testing process at our factory for 1 week. So it's a 1 week, 168 hours of testing to ensure every single motherboard out of the factory is durability tested.
So that's a serious burn-in, full board testing. Now, what do you guys actually? What kind of load are you actually putting on these motherboards?
So it's kind of interesting. So we're doing. We've set up a farm basically at our company in our factory in Taiwan. So we have 3,000 systems, full systems set up. So at a time, we can do 3,000 testing.
Nice.
1 week of testing, and basically what we're doing is we're mining Litecoin. So we're running Litecoin for a week, and after that process, your board gets a little certificate saying, hey, it's lasted that long. If you go on our website, you can register on a special website for a VIP membership. You get an extra year warranty for the board.
Okay.
The packaging is slightly different. You get different SATA cables. You get different stickers, and your back panel I/O is a little different. And also throughout the year, we'll be raffling and giving away different prizes for VIP members who've signed up for that.
Very nice. So there's going to be a Black Edition membership club that you can sign up for. 5-year warranty, which is amazing for a motherboard. So make sure you register your board if you get a Black Edition board. And
you can even go on our website. We'll have a camera set up in our factory, so you can look real time, see these boards being tested. I mean, 3,000 systems being tested at once is a kind of an interesting thing to see.
It's got to get pretty hot in there, I got to imagine.
Super, super hot. We had to actually bring in a new transformer for the power supply.
Okay.
We also had to bring in a new AC system. This actually, the cost for that, over $1 million US to build that testing facility.
So Gigabyte's done a lot of investment here to make sure that these motherboards coming off the line are going to work solidly for a long period of time, and then all the little extras you get there with going with the Black Edition board. That makes it pretty cool. These are going to be limited edition though, right? So they might be a little bit hard to get.
We can only test 3,000 a week, so it's definitely
there's only so many.
And there's 3 models, so yeah, it'll be limited edition.
Excellent. And we've saved for last the OC edition motherboards. Now, these we saw some pretty cool versions with the Z87 chipset series that you guys came out with. So what have you done differently to tweak this? And just so you guys know, overclocking motherboards are designed for overclocking.
So just a little background in history. We've got several overclockers working at Gigabyte, and one of the overclockers named HiCookie is very responsible for building this. We took actually our 8 series overclocking motherboard was one of the most overclocked motherboards in the world. On HWBot, it was the #1 submitted board all of last year.
Very nice.
So we wanted to sort of keep that same momentum. This generation, we have 2 SKUs, the SoC Force and the normal SoC board. We're going to be very competitively priced on those boards.
Okay.
And we've done a couple of different things this time. We've added some new overclocking features. You're able to disable the memory DIMMs individually. You can disable the PCI Express lanes as well. So if you're testing 4 cards and you want to go to 2 card, you don't have to physically remove the cards to test.
Very nice.
And some other things on that board. In the past, we didn't have things like killer LAN on board.
Okay.
We're also using higher quality audio. On these boards, you can actually see the separation of the audio section. So we're using the Realtek chip for that. And we're actually 2 OC connects, so 2 USB ports on the front panel. So
okay.
Lots of different new features.
And that's a matter of convenience for overclockers who have this set up on a test bed, or it's just external. Just having a little bit easier access to those ports is very nice. And then, as you're mentioning, the Z87 series, you guys kind of went with the idea that you wanted it to be a pure overclocking motherboard. So it didn't have a lot of the extra feature sets, like you mentioned, the killer NIC and that sort of thing. So here, you've rounded out the feature set a little bit more, made it a bit more applicable for people who are just building more standard gaming PC, but of course it's still got all those really high-end overclocking features for using LN2, exotic cooling, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so in the past, our strategy was take off the features that aren't so important to overclockers and keep the price low. This generation, we were able to keep the price low, but add some of those features because we got a lot of overclockers who say, "Hey, I still care about audio." So we're able to do that at the similar price point. So why not do it?
Very nice. Well, that is a quick roundup, or maybe not so quick, but a more detailed roundup of the 9 series motherboards that Gigabyte's coming out with. Again, the G1 Gaming Series, Ultra Durable Mainstream, the Ultra Durable Black Edition motherboards, as well as the overclocking or SoC motherboards. So, Colin, thank you so much for talking to us today.
No, thanks for coming in.
No problem, and you did a great job despite the jet lag. I think you're going to go and get some sleep now. Thanks to you guys so much for watching this video. Of course, these motherboards, or at least many of them, as well as additional ones besides the ones we've talked about today, will be available on newegg.com. Click the link down in the video description. While you're down there, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and if you appreciate all of Colin's hard work today. We'll see you all in the next video.